Hi, I'm Sid Dobrin. In this video, I'll be talking about the digital project that asks students to write a list of descriptors for the chapter if it were to appear online. The assignment asks students to think both about how to describe a text like the chapter and to think about how single-word descriptions are used by readers online to locate specific kinds of information. I designed this assignment to break the trends a bit of how we have traditionally taught description in composition classes. Rather than tie description to narration, as it often is, I want this assignment to help students think about how readers now look for specific kinds of documents through search terms and tag descriptors. The objective for this assignment differs from other writing to describe assignments that ask students to describe places, events, phenomena, or people by asking them to describe writing. Thus, when I make assignments like this, part of what I want students to be alert to is how they read and categorize a piece of text. Part of the challenge, then, is to get students to think beyond the evident in how they describe something like a chapter in a book. Many students will instinctively want to describe the chapter in terms of its content. But I want students to think beyond the evident and to attend to other possibilities of descriptions. Textual forms, genres, authors, varying descriptive terms, and so on. That is, I want them to think about the ways that descriptors might expand to circulate to larger audiences than the audience that might just be looking for evident key terms. In other words, part of this assignment asks students to think about the relationship between description and circulation. This assignment is about the relationship between description and networking within a specific situation. That being the case, when I assign this assignment and when I talk with students about how I will assess their work, I talk specifically about the situational understanding portion of the assessment rubric I've built for this chapter. I also want them to be particularly alert to how their choice of terms relates to how they might circulate the chapter as a single text and how that might exemplify their abilities to write in electronic environments. Keep in mind, too, that because the assignment only requires that students write a list, the rubric segments about thesis is not as relevant to the assignment as it might be with other descriptive assignments, though the others still are, just in a less essayistic way. So those are some of the ways that I address the digital assignment in this chapter. Thanks for using writing situations, and thanks for watching.